First tonight, in Maine, more than in most states, you need a car to get around. We don't have subways or streetcars. Passenger train service is limited. And in much of the state, you won't find much in the way of buses.
So we rely on cars. But what are cars, especially self-driving cars, going to be like in another 5, 10, 20 years? It's a question we explored in a hands-on way with a Mainer whose entire life has been shaped by the automobile.
Adam Lee is the chairman of the board of Lee Auto Malls, which has 13 new car dealerships and 15 used car stores across Maine. He sells new Jeeps, Hondas, Toyotas, Chryslers, Nissans, and more, but he drives a Tesla. Now, when we first started talking about doing this story, I was struck because I knew that you did not sell Teslas. You sell a lot of different brands of automobile, but you don't sell Tesla. And it was pretty unusual for me to hear about the guy who is the chairman of Maine's biggest auto dealership operation who drives a car that he does not sell. Are people surprised by that?
I don't know. No one says it to me if they are.
If you want to see the future of automobiles, it's not a bad idea to start with the Tesla. The company has lost huge amounts of money, but the car is widely considered a superb piece of automotive engineering. Adam Lee invited us to take a look because he thought people might find it interesting to see how the car's self-driving systems really work.
They essentially keep you in the lines going straight, and some of them will change lanes if you use the blinker. The other thing, most of them will not let you smash into the back of another car. You know, they'll put the brakes on if you're about to hit something. But beyond that, that's all they do. They can't turn right or left, and they don't recognize stop signs or red lights. It's fairly limited. It's still convenient, but it's quite limited.
The idea of self-driving cars is hardly new. General Motors was thinking about them back in the 1950s.
Well done, Firebird 2. You're now under automatic control. Hands-off steering.
It's not Firebird 2, but Adam Lee's Tesla, we were told, could do something most of us have never seen. You have a feature on your phone where you can have that car come to us right now.
That's the theory, Rob.
All right.
So we're going to try it. So
after about a minute, the car had moved not an inch.
As you can see, if it were pouring rain, you were counting on this to save you from getting wet.
We'd be having a great time if we're 7 below out here. One more try, and
Summon failed. Summon cannot be started at this time.
Have you got Elon Musk on speed dial?
No. Well, we're gonna give it another try.
Eventually, the car, with no driver in it, started to move.
Oh, okay. You watching?
Well, all right. Slowly, deliberately, the vehicle maneuvered through the parking lot. I gotta say, I've never seen this before.
Neither have I.
And it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Finally, mission accomplished.
Waiting for a pedestrian. That's us.
That's us. All right. Impressive. But we wanted to see what the self-driving feature does out on the road. All right, we're going along here, and to be honest, I'm not seeing any difference here in the self-driving car, but what can it do for us?
So, well, now it's self-driving.
Yeah.
Okay. I just put the blinker on, I'm telling it to change lanes.
A self-driving car, at least this model, definitely has limitations.
Here's the thing, it doesn't know there's a light there, it'll keep on driving if I let it.
Stop signs, red lights, this self-driving car will go right through them. Which is not what you'd expect if you've seen the most advanced driverless systems. The video of those self-driving cars is way more impressive than the reality of the Tesla.
Watch, we're going around the corner, it's following that white line. I see, but see, it's still a little funky.
How does it do on dirt roads? Any difference?
Yeah, it doesn't. If there's no white line on the road, it doesn't work.
Even when the self-driving feature is activated, the driver's hands can't be off the steering wheel for long.
All right, so now, do you hear that? It's saying, put your hands on the wheel. And if I see this, auto steer, all done. It took me too long to put my hands on the wheel just then, and it shut off. It won't work until we shut the car off again.
When the ride was over, it was clear that Adam Lee embraces technology. And yet, this car has probably the most sophisticated computer of any automobile on the road, but I want you to come and open your trunk and show me what is the fail-safe navigational tool.
This is real.
This is real.
Don't go anywhere without this. David DeLorme would be very upset.
Adam Lee loves his Tesla. For now, though, he is skeptical about predictions that within the next decade, self-driving cars will change our lives.
I think the day that you're going to have your car pick you up, drop you off, go back home, come pick you up after work, I think it's still a really long way out, which is good for me, because we still need to sell you cars.
Now, since we shot that story, Adam Lee told me that Tesla did a software upgrade on the car. It was just sitting in the garage. He wasn't doing anything. The car got better. He says the self-driving system has improved. Still not revolutionary, but it's better than it was.
And by a lot, he said it's better than it was.
By a significant margin.
How often does that happen? Your
Yeah.
car improves just sitting there.
Yeah.